Hello, my name is Johnny and I'm a photographer and a graduate of Sallynoggin College of Further Education. I studied photography back in 2001 with Joe Sterling and um, really I just started with a keen interest. I didn't know how to load film or let alone process film. I don't think I even had a camera for the first while. But luckily I stuck at it, and luckily there was good tutors and support, and I learned how to load film. I learned how to process my own film and print pictures in the darkroom, and really develop ideas and stories, and also build a great portfolio, which allowed me to go on and do my degree in Newport in Wales. I think this course has been massively important to Irish photography overall over the last few years. I know so many photographers that have come through it, and for a lot of them, it all started out in Sallynoggin. Those first kind of building blocks and learning that stick with us today. So it's opened many doors for me, and I'm happy to say I'm still friends with a lot of the people I met through Sallynoggin, including the tutors Joe Sterling and Christine Redmond, and I'd like to say thanks to them both. And happy 50th birthday, Sallynoggin. All the best.
Hi there, my name is Lynn Kenny. I'm an artist and designer based here in Killaloe in East Clare. I'm a past pupil and a past tutor of Sallynoggin College, and graduated with a certificate in Webmaster Foundation course in 2000-2001. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I felt like I really needed to do that course after finishing a degree 4 years before in fine art embroidery and textile design. Because I wanted to learn some new skills and for something very practical like the internet, and learning how to design your own website and learn about software and all the ins and outs of computing. So it's given me a really good foundation, which I still use on a day-to-day basis now, because I run my own business. So my business involves creating artwork and prints and commission work and homeware products for the giftware market. So being on the computer and having your own website and being on social media is really important for promoting that. My years teaching in Sallynoggin ended in 2006 because I moved to the west of Ireland, but I've such great memories of working with the team of tutors there. It was such a great environment to work in, really felt part of the community, and really missed that interaction actually just the sense of learning. And so I taught on the fashion course and then taught mixed media courses on the foundation, and a VTOS foundation course in the summer, which involved art, design and computing. So I'm really sorry to say I can't make the celebrations next week, but I hope you have a fantastic day, and it's such a great college, and I hope it goes for many 50 years in the future.
When I left school in the late 1990s, I always considered myself lucky. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a photographer. I didn't really know how to do this, but I knew that's what I wanted to do. A friend of mine's brother told me about the 1-year course in Sallynoggin, so I signed up straight away. And for me, that was the beginning of everything I am now and everything I've achieved to this point. Sallynoggin's photography course is one of the single founding institutions of photography in Ireland, and there's two main reasons for this: Christine Redmond and Joe Sterling. Chris and Joe have single-handedly nurtured a whole generation of Irish photographers whose work is still celebrated today and continues to be across the world. Some of the biggest names in Irish photography have come through the doors of Sallynoggin. Not only does Sallynoggin play an important part in my life and my education, but it continues to underpin everything that I do today. I'm humbled of everything we've all achieved from Sallynoggin, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Congratulations on 50 years. You should all be very proud. Enjoy your night.
Hi, I'd like to thank those in Sallynoggin VEC photography course for introducing me to photography in a way that allowed me to look at the world in a totally different way. Through open, honest discussion, they helped me develop confidence in my own work, and they introduced me to so many photographers that inspired me and that I learned to love. And I suppose I learned to enjoy photography in a totally different way. It's a wonderful course, and I recommend anybody to do something like this for their personal development. It certainly inspired me, and it has coloured my life.
Happy birthday, Sally Noggin, and happy 50th. And huge thanks to Joe and Christine and everyone else in Sally Noggin who's put so much work into the students who've passed through there over the years. First time I paid a visit there was in 1999 as I was struggling to get through the Leaving Cert, and went out for a portfolio review with Joe, and he was really encouraging, showed me around the dark room. I'll never forget it. I just thought the place was just thought it was amazing, and I couldn't believe that all I was going to have to do once I finished school was get in here and learn how to shoot photos, print photos, and develop film. So yeah, I've Sally Noggin along the way. There's so many key figures in photography in Ireland have passed through the place. It's kind of like the unsung hero of Irish photography, and I think it quite often doesn't get the respect it deserves. So personally, I wouldn't be where I am today without Sally Noggin. So thanks to Joe, thanks to Christine, and also all my friends I've met there over the years.
Hi, my name is Susan Meany. I have a little small card company down in the west of Ireland called Burn Flower Fairies. Hi. I'm being helped today. This is Chloe. It all began in 1995 in Sally Noggin Community College when I did an art course, and not knowing where it might lead, but I knew I was interested in art. I really loved the freedom that they gave us. We explored, it was my first taste of design, photography, sculpture, but my particular interest was drawing, and I remember being left alone in a room for 2 weeks while I drew a rotting cabbage. The smell was horrendous. But the drawing turned out great, and from there I applied to a few colleges in Dublin on Jack's suggestion. I wasn't thinking of going to art college. I thought I'll do something else, this is just a year off. But actually I got in, and it made me think that maybe there was something in this. So I took a place in the DIT studying art and illustration, or design and illustration. That was a fantastic course for me, just because my focus was really just the technical aspect of drawing. And I learned a lot. So in 2000, I think it was, we graduated, and I started work in design companies, and that was my first experience of computers, which is unheard of now, but we didn't have computers in college really at all. So I worked for about 15 years as a graphic designer before we moved to the west of Ireland and ended up in the sticks, which is where I am now. I was looking for alternative forms of income, so I said I'll do 10 cards, try and get into a local shop, just see how it goes. I was still doing graphic design freelance, but it was harder for this part of the country. So the cards went well, did 10 more, that went well, 10 more, the cards became pictures, prints, boxes. The more money I made, the more I put back into the business, and I'm sort of exploring everything now, wrapping paper, fabrics, whatever can be, whatever's affordable, whatever comes to mind. I do trade shows every year, usually at Christmas time, and get a few new customers that way. And I'm doing a business course with the Galway Enterprise Centre at the moment, which is helping me expand. And you know, the business side of things was always my weak point, so it's teaching me financial disciplines and things that I wouldn't have been so great at before. So the graphic design is dropping into the background, but it's very, very useful to have both. So to conclude, the Sally Noggin was a great starting point. It really gave me a taste for everything, and definitely did not think that I would end up with a career in illustration, but I'm very happy I have one.